Hello and welcome to another Friday night scary story. Tonight's story plot comes from one of our subscribers, Midas Kevin Anderson. Tonight's story, Elvis's Last Message. As twilight settled over Graceland, a mist curled low around the iron gates. Kevin and his friend John exchanged nervous glances. The once charming allure of Elvis Presley's mansion now draped in an eerie silence. The tour guide's voice echoed through the halls, but it seemed distant, almost like a recording from decades ago. Kevin and John seemed uneasy walking through the rooms. The portraits of Elvis seemed to follow them with their eyes. The chandeliers above flickered as if disturbed by an unseen hand. Kevin paused near the famous jungle room where a cold draft whispered across his neck, though no windows were opened. He turned to his friend who stood frozen, staring into the dim room. "There's someone in the mirror," his friend murmured. He looked like Elvis, but wrong somehow. Suddenly the door slams behind them and music began to play. Faint strains of Heartbreak Hotel, but slowed, warped, like a record melting. Footsteps echoed upstairs where no one had gone. Just then, both men are startled by John's cell phone ringing. John looks at the phone. It's an unknown number, so he answers it and puts it to his ear. When he hears who's on the line, he hits the speaker button so Kevin can also listen. Who's on the other line? Someone who sounds like Elvis singing Hound Dog. John, who's now very unsettled by everything going on, hangs up the phone. Both men know it's impossible for Elvis to be calling them because he's been dead for centuries. However, when Kevin took a good look at John's phone, he says to John, "Hey dude, your battery's dead. How would you even get a call?" The two men, so spooked, decided to rejoin the tour. The tour guide was in the middle of showing them Elvis's suit that he wore before his death. Sure enough, in his left pocket, they noticed there was a cell phone. Kevin says to the tour guide, "Why would there be a cell phone in his pocket if he died August 16th, 1977? Cell phones didn't exist then." The tour guide was just as confused as Kevin and John, but he did say there was a rumor about a time-traveling man who visited Elvis right before he died. The man visited Graceland, well-dressed, sunglasses, and an odd accent. He handed Elvis a strange device, saying, "You'll need this soon. The future depends on it." Elvis put the item in his pocket, and the man vanished. Elvis died shortly after, and no one could explain the object they found on him, with a sleek, glowing screen and no buttons. The tour guide continued, stating that the morgue staff were the first to find it. Elvis's body lay on the gurney, and from his pocket they heard music playing. No one recognized the song. When the morgue staff took the device out of his pocket, there was no brand or no model number. An investigation was opened on the device. It was found to have one contact, Colonel. During the investigation, the phone rings one more time, and when someone answers, all they hear is Elvis's voice whispering, "I'm not dead yet." That was enough for Kevin and John to hear. They hightailed it out of Graceland, never to return. Thanks for watching another Friday Night Scary Stories. Shout out to our members and everyone else who supports our channel. We appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We'll see you next week.